back in the day.
Yep. Yep, we hit everything else. Yep. Green Light City, baby. We got to go up. Sponsored by Mountain Dew. When you drinking Mountain Dew, you're going to go up. Take the twist off the bottle. Take a sip and see tomorrow. Sponsored by Mountain Dew. You can find it at any retail store in America and overseas. Back with Mr. 360, Antwan Alexander, one of the coldest party promoters in Indianapolis history. Every time I go, I have a fun time with you. It's a lot of beautiful women at these parties I see, and then there's always a lot of street people in there as well. And then there's some sophisticated people, and there's some people suit and tie. What do you think changed between the streets in the 90s to the streets now?
For one, nobody told back in the day. It was rules. Everybody followed the code back in the 90s. Today, they don't care about no rules, man. Like, they'll talk to your girl, they'll set you up. Like, they hang with every neighborhood. It wasn't like that back in the day. Because in the 90s, even with the cars, when I was growing up, my neighborhood never rode with Howville and Post Road. Like, they all rode with each other. They was back to back with the neighborhood. Today, it's scattered out. Like, everybody just hang with everybody. And that's why, to me, that's why everybody getting indicted. That's why everybody getting killed. It's because everybody is in each other's business. It shouldn't be like that. Post Road guys shouldn't know what Howville guys got, what they doing, nothing. It should be none of that. It should be within the circle who you hang with, your circle.
Absolutely.
There's no rules today.
A great philosopher once said, streets is watching when you froze your arm. Niggas want to test you when your gun goes warm. Can't get caught with your feet up. Gotta keep your heat up. Sweet niggas running around swearing shit sweeter. Once you tag lane, the game is follow the leader.
And then another thing, they want to broadcast that they hustle. I've never seen that in my life.
They doing a lot of telling on themselves.
I've never seen guys go out there and get the money and post it on Instagram, post guns on Instagram, promote weed and all kind of shit on Instagram. I'm
Is this the times they talked about in the Bible? Are we living in Revelation, sir?
Yeah, it's the last days. You can see it, man. Everything that's going on, it's telling you. And I think the streets, it's time to get out of the streets. Like, that's the money. Like, you can go out there and make 100,000 right now if you wanted to, but somebody is going to tell on you because you got to hand somebody something. They going to tell. You're gonna go to jail. So is that worth it? You make 100,000 just to not be able to spend it, and you in jail for 20, 30 years of your life? Nah, it ain't worth it. So that's why it's time for us to get in real estate. We need to come together. Like, I text my boys today. I put all my friends in the group chat. I said, we all need to put some money in the pot and start building together. Like, that's what white folks do. No disrespect to white folks, but they all together. Like, they work together. And that's why it's more rich white people than it is blacks. Because we so worried about, I don't need you, I got my own. But if we all just come together and put the money in the pot, there you go.
What happened with Black Wall Street, sir? They did that. Let me ask you this. Is there a cap on Black American greatness in this country? Meaning, the whole structure set up to keep black people divided. If black people really came together and they start going up and surpassing white American standards, and not white as in race, but white as in an ideology of supremacy, do you think they would do the same thing they did at Black Wall Street, which was, oh, we're going to drop a bomb on them and get you back to zero? Ain't no way, because if black people and white people start coming together as one, white people would disappear due to the way that genes are recessive. Do you feel like it could ever be black power in America to the point where success beats failure.
We looking at it, Murray. You seeing it. You seeing Jay-Z is a billionaire. Puffy's a billionaire.
No, they're gonna let a few, but I'm saying
But
if the collective group, do you think like they won't sabotage it and allow if we did finally come together?
at the end of the day, they still in power, man. They still own this world. They giving us we have never own majority of this world like they do. They gonna give us a piece, but it's up to us to keep building when they give us that piece. Like when we get some money, man, we wanna flash it. Like we wanna, like the home health care, all this stuff. Like, you know, they opening the door for you to get rich. But then when you put it in their face, then that's when they wanna come get you. If you just be quiet about how you make your money and just make the money and come together and just be powerful silently, we can be more powerful than we are today.
Absolutely. With that being said, before we leave that topic, ladies and gentlemen, what I know about life is this. Planet Earth is just one place in the universe, but the real owner of this whole universe is God. And even though we feel stuck on planet Earth as individuals, all of us are eternal spirits. And so when you take the perspective of eternity, you always already rich, and we already won, and we already gonna go up. So might as well stay positive, keep cheering for people that's going up, keep your mind open when it's time to go up together, and take the color out of it, and close your eyes, and you'll see the magic. I heard you got a couple questions for me. What you got?
So, who could really fuck with you when you play, Murray? You keep asking us who we can fuck with or who can fuck with us. Who can fuck with you on the court? I want to hear from you. Like, who could actually guard you out here? Have you had one person that you went up against one-on-one and you was nervous, like, oh man, I don't know if I can?
Only person I was ever nervous about, like you had described about being nervous at Barton County, was when Jordan was out there and I was working his camp, and I knew I was up next to finally get to see what I had against Mike. And I was thinking, it was kind of, I can relate to what you was feeling. It was kind of like, damn, I hope I don't go out here and act like no hoe. That was the only time I ever had that thought. But when I got out there, Mike got to fouling quickly, and then all of a sudden, I had to start hitting him with his own shit. It was a play where I went baseline. I seen Mike, like you ever went baseline, you know this person at this speaker box is about to jump. You gotta make a decision what you're gonna do. I decided to take flight, and Mike kind of gave one of them, I'm gonna stay out of this real quick, and I went on and banged, and from there, you know, I think great offense always beats great defense no matter what. One thing I know about life is everything is always nervous and scary until you're in the moment. Like even if somebody trying to kill you, when you're in the moment, there ain't no time to be scared no more. So really fear is just false evidence appearing real. There's been a lot of great players that I ran against that helped sculpt my game and helped me use them as a marker to see what I was against them. But I've never been shut down. And I've never been cooked. What else?
You ain't never been cooked. Nobody cooks you ever. Not one player. You ain't never go against Bonzi, and
I wouldn't give a fuck who it was.
you ain't never go against Bonzi in practice at Ball State.
Yes, I did.
Did you cook him or did he cook you?
Bonzi was out there definitely doing some shit like, oh shit, that's what NBA shit looked like. Taking off from the dots and blocking people's stuff with two hands on the backboard, big boys. But when we matched up, one thing about it is the only thing Big Bonzi could tell me was, damn little bro, you done took some pages out of my book. You remind me of me. You remind me of me. I was ready to die about it. So I'm not getting cooked. I'm not getting cooked. My defense, I'm 6'6". I got a 7-foot wingspan. I could jump and I could run. So I mean, and I was smart, so I'm gonna study what you're gonna do. I didn't stop every player that I ever guarded, but nobody had no career nights on me, nowhere near close, but they might have outscored me some nights.
When did you know that you was that dude on the court? Like I remember you know, growing up, you went from being raw at North Central when you first came in, your freshman and sophomore year, to just being a straight monster. When did you change up? Like, when did your game start to develop? When did you notice that?
I think it was a particular play where we played LC, and I got the rebound, went between my legs, took one dribble left, kicked it up to Gardner. I'm running up the middle. Gardner took two dribbles. The defense collapsed on him. He threw it back to me. Rest in peace, Big Milo and Brent was somewhere in the vicinity of the lane. He threw it back to me. I took 2 steps, and I leaned in like Jordan, and I went sideways a little bit. And again, like Mike did, the Red Sea parted. You kind of know when somebody about to take flight, the Red Sea parted, and I went sideways, and I cocked that motherfucker in front of a capacity crowd, and I banged it. When I came down, the way the crowd went crazy, and then LC was such a, they had the #1 recruiting class, and I always had them on my mind since I had went to North Central, and I felt like once I was able to do that to them, I could do it to anybody.
Man, how was it playing at North Central? I always want to play in that school, man. It just felt like it was a family atmosphere in there, like a Notre Dame or some type of field, man. Like it was a
I think it was kind of like
a Duke feeling when you get on that break and dunk. You know how Duke fans just go nuts. That's what remind me of North Central, like the Duke atmosphere.
Well, we gotta remember, like when I went there, my freshman year, they was 4-22. By the time we left, they was 22-4. So, and I say we, but it was basically like going from nobody to a superstar. It taught me the whole process of going from 0 to 100, and you go from no cameras and few fans to 4th in the nation, and no matter where you go in the country, they know about your team. And it felt like being a rock star. It felt like being part of the Beatles or being part of the Amigos at their height, or being with Rockefeller or being with the Bulls in '96. No matter what they felt or what level they was on, human beings have feelings that are all the same, and it felt just like that. Now let's get into some clashes. The Titans, it's about that time. You want me to ask you the questions, or you gonna ask me?
Yeah, go ahead, ask me.
Who you going? Lil Gerald or Marcus May?
I got to go with my cousin. What you mean? My cousin's a killer, so you still had to guard him. But you know, Marcus is a bad boy. Like Marcus can run a team, but I'm going with Gerald. So he'll fill your ass up.
Who you going? KD, or you going?
Don't say LeBron.
No, I ain't gonna say that. You going KD, or are you going McGrady?
I'm going T-Mac, easily.
Okay, who you going? You going Chris Thomas, or you going Juan Alexander?
I'm going my Uncle Juan. He's a killer. He's coming at you. He gave Glenn Robinson them 34. The difference between Juan and Chris, Juan was a fucking street person. Chris had his father support, his family support. Juan didn't have that. Juan went out there and played because he wanted to play, not because nobody made him. But Chris he's a dog. But who you going, nigga? Fuck that. You going Juan or Chris Thomas? Who you going? You tell me who you going.
I'm going Juan.
Okay.
Cut the deck. Shit, one thing, I seen Juan in the middle of the night at a Dust Bowl in Anderson go for about 25 in a row. Like, he was giving us young fellas the ball until, like, we had already played 10 games. He just knew when it was time to take over. Can't take nothing from Chris. He was clutch and he was ready early. I didn't get to see Juan at that age, but if we talking about the best game I ever seen between the two of them, I've seen a better game from Juan. No
the
doubt
thing
about it.
is, I don't like Juan. He's gonna give you 30 and he'll hit you in the mouth. Chris might let you talk bad to him. Juan's not letting you talk bad to him.
The deck's been cut. With that being said, who you going? Jeff T, or you going Who would you pick on your team first, Jeff Teague or his teammate that went to the league, Courtney Lee?
I'm going Jeff. You know, Courtney's a good player. Courtney's gonna do everything he needs to do to get you to win. But Jeff is this type player that just, man, Jeff was just cold, man. I ain't gonna lie. He's always in attack mode. He played D. He's gonna bang
Jeff
on
or
you.
Gordon?
I'm going Eric. Eric's
You're going Jeff or Gardner?
Jeff.
You going me or Mook?
You?
You going Chris White or you going Big Martin?
Martin.
You going Big Courtney or you going Big John?
Big John. Nah, I go with Courtney. I'm going with Courtney. Courtney was a
Don't
beast.
disrespect the dead, cut the deck.
Nah, John was a beast, but Courtney was a bad boy too. I ain't gonna lie.
Who you going? Beyonce or Halle Berry?
Beyonce.
Who you going? You going?
Who you going, Mike or Kobe? Fuck that.
I'm going Mike.
Why?
Wasn't no
Who
comparison.
you going, LeBron or Mike?
I'm going Mike. Ain't no comparison.
Why everybody keep saying LeBron better than Mike?
Shit, it's just like anything else. Out with the old, in with the new. They didn't forget you could play.
Right.
Last time I checked.
Right.
But truth be told, they couldn't fuck with you.
Correct.
But let them
Clear.
tell it today. They had something on you and it wasn't nothing to talk about. I think human beings got a short memory. John Stark syndrome. Let's go a few more before we wrap this up. Who you going? You going Rihanna? Or you going your last or current girlfriend? I don't know if you got a relationship or not. Who you going? Where you going?
Anybody I deal with, I'm not ever
in
picking
the
another.
air.
I'm not ever picking another woman over anybody I deal with. My girl is my queen, and nobody comes before my girl. That's how I look at it.
Cut the day. Who you going in promotions? You going URC Hove?
I'm going me.
Who you going? You or Amp Harris?
I'm gonna go Amp.
Yeah, I just seen Jada Kidd shout out Amp on their show. I said, damn.
Amp was a different monster, man. Amp actually had Jordan, Pac. He had everybody in his club.
Shout out
man.
to Amp. We need to talk Amp.
Amp was a different type of guy. Like he got it done. Like he got it done for the city. Like that's what we missing. We missing the Amp Harris type promoter. I'm trying to bring that to the table, but you know, people just act weird when it comes to me for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I think we need Amp back. Amp, come on back, man. Save us, man. Save us like Mike in '95. Please, Amp, come on back. Man.
Who you going? You going Coach Nix or you going Steve Whitty?
I'm going Knicks. Knicks cared about his players. He did whatever he could for his players.
Who you going? Howville or Post Road? Who you going?
Post Road, it's my second home.
Who you going? We got 5 more questions real quick. Who you going? You going Granny or Mama? Who you going?
Both.
Okay. Who you going? You going the old you or the new you? The basketball you or the not basketball you?
I'm going to the new me because my mind is growing. Like I'm still learning, man. I'm never not learning. I want to get to another level.
Who you going, Trump or Bush?
Neither.
Who you going? God or the devil?
God.
Green Light City, baby. Last time I checked, I BOG, abbreviated, bet on God. We got Mr. 360 in the building. Grow up. It's time to blow up. Till we see you next time. We'll be right back.